Tuesday, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they get a stern road test as they come into this one after losing in London a week ago.
Yeah, the schedule makers gave them a pretty tough stretch here. Ike will know early on whether these guys are ready to play.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw his car. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Josh.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And it brings up third down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
First and goal, Kansas City.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The kick is
and his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
6-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Chris Jones.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
There's not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr, pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
It's second and inches.
Now a handoff looking right. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 25.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
To number 14. An 8-yard pickup.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Sliding out of the pocket. Trying. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. And a give this time to the tailback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a draw play with Drake. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Car is going to go down, and that is a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on.
And it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From midfield, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there to first down.
Vegas.
I was going to let this go for the end zone. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we'll leave it. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go.
And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Complete.
Rico Gafford hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
The kick is good.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Carr now on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Carr again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That is a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow has the first half is winding down, and the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Rico Gafford, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. He's going to go up. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they kicked.
And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
On the tackle.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5.
Complete.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Carr now on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
48-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
For Las Vegas.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
And the Raiders are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they're on the 25-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they try the right side here. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
First down, Kansas City.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
3-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rico Gafford with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. The open man here, Renfro. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Carr completes it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Quick slant to Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed has it.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On 1st and goal, Drake.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive that would ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call time.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because let's
try for goal, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
To throw his Carr. Open man is Golladay, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Carr will try it again on second down. Throw left side, taken in by Golladay. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And 4. Carr to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
But this one's going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Trayvon Nola.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. That one was intended for John Brown. But it'll be 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.